Is there a better name than Pia Zadora? Is there a better talk show for her to be on? Probably. But there is not a better name than Pia Zadora, and I have her here today. Welcome.
In what sense?
Well,
is there not a better name than Pia Zadora?
There isn't. Who?
I hate my name. I hate the name Pia.
I hate that we haven't clinked our champagne yet. Let's do that.
Clink.
Clink, cheers.
Clink, cheers.
Nobody doesn't know your name. You know that, right?
Well, a few people don't, and that's their problem.
But I feel like everyone has heard your name.
I don't know. Who the hell knows? I was out of the limelight for 15 years. You know, they're young people. Younger than you, actually.
Well, everyone's younger than me.
And that's not true. I'm going to slap you.
Okay, I would love that. And do it on all 3 cameras because we need to go viral. Where does it come from?
Oh my God. All right. Pia is an Italian name. It means little one. Zadora is my mother's maiden name. She was Polish.
Okay.
And it comes from Zadrowski. My actual name was Pia Alfreda Scapani when I was born. And then when I did my first Broadway show at 7, the producer said, you can't put Scapani on the marquee. So my mother said, take my maiden name and shorten it. So there you have it, the long and the short of it.
Now, you know the first thing I'm going to ask you about, right?
How do I know? What do you think? I'm psychic?
Yeah, well...
Come on, Justin.
I mean, I feel like in that jacket, you have, like, special powers.
Well, I probably do, but they're not psychic.
Okay, so I'm a little obsessed, in a safe way, with Shelley Long.
I heard you tell that to RuPaul.
I love it. TROOP BEVERLY HILLS! You're my first guest who's actually able to say that she's in that movie. Like, you get that on your IMDb credit. Tell me everything.
It was nothing. It was a cameo.
That's not nothing.
No, but I love the movie. The movie was fabulous. Mm-hmm. There was a fashion show, and Robin Leach was narrating the fashion show.
Oh, I know.
Of celebrity. He's my friend. He lives in Vegas now. He's my good friend. I love him. But anyway, it was just a little cameo in a fashion show. Did freaking nothing but walk across on the ramp and wave.
Did you meet Shelley?
Oh, yeah.
Was she nice?
I met Shelley. Yeah. Shelley's adorable.
Okay.
She's really sweetheart.
Because I love her.
Okay, it's enough with her. I'm here.
Yes, you are.
I love her, but I'm here now.
All right.
Stay in the present.
And I jumped the gun, too, because there's so much to talk about before even getting up to why you would have a cameo in TROOP BEVERLY HILLS. And you kind of teetered on it, Broadway. I mean, you're a legitimate actress. You started out where people would kill to start out. I mean, that's incredible, because you were born in Hoboken, right?
Yeah.
I read that you kind of had like a kind of a typical stage mother who did she kind of push you into show business?
I was a really shy kid. And I was going to a parochial school. The nuns considered me socially retarded, and they recommended that I do something to bring me out of my shell. So I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts for children's courses when I was about 7. And Burgess Meredith was looking for a little girl to co-star in a Broadway play with Tallulah Bankhead. And he came, scouted me, asked me to come and audition, and that was it. It's the beginning of the end.
Were you able to just kind of go into that fearless after being shy?
That's one thing about me. I've always been fearless. I just always I could go into any situation and be comfortable. I was not comfortable with kids my own age because I was an only child and had never really been with other kids. My mother sheltered me. She really was very possessive of me. I had a heart condition. And I never saw other kids when I went to school. And I saw the nuns, thought they were penguins or something, attacking me and all these other little kids. I didn't know there was anybody my own size.
I love that.
And so I freaked out. But with adults, I was always very comfortable and very confident.
And the transition from East Coast Broadway to Hollywood, how did it happen?
First, I got married.
Okay. Because you got married very young.
I got married when I was, I think, 20.
And your first husband was?
97.
Yeah. Can't be, because he's still alive today, right?
Right.
Doesn't he live in Israel?
He does
totally oh my God, lives in Israel. And his wife is on a reality show, right? The Real Housewives?
She was. Yeah, she's a nightmare. She really is. But what the hell? And she thinks she's Pia Zadora. She saw the freaking Warhol. She walked up the stairs in my house. She looked at the door. Is that me? I'm like, you bitch, I want to smack you.
Okay, before she sat down, she showed me pictures on her phone of your Warhol. Of you, not the Israeli housewife.
Me standing in front of my Warhol.
Wait, and she thought it was her?
Yeah!
Gross. She's awful. I hate her. Don't know her name, but I hate her. She's awful.
Anyway.
She's on the show next week, though.
Right.
You have to be so sick and tired of talking about your Golden Globe.
I love my Golden Globe.
Where is it, and why didn't you bring it?
It's on my desk because you didn't ask me to bring it. You didn't ask me to bring it.
I know.
I mean, look, the Golden Globe basically,
I just assumed you'd carry
in a
it.
lot of ways, put me on the map. It really did, because I was nobody. I was a little girl, a young girl, who starred in a movie that her husband helped finance. And nobody knew who the hell I was. Orson Welles was in the movie, Stacy Keach, Edward Albert Jr., who, by the way, he looked a lot like when he was much younger.
Really?
If they ever remake Butterfly, you need to play Edward Albert Jr. So anyway, so I did this film, and I was nominated for newcomer.
Yeah.
It wasn't an acting award.
Which I think a lot of people think you got Best Actress.
A lot of people thought I got.
But you were up against Best Actresses. Kathleen Turner, Body Heat.
Elizabeth McGovern. Then they were up and coming.
Who went on to win their own awards, so they need to get over it, first
Right,
of all.
exactly.
Kathleen Turner, she won the Golden Globe after,
Well,
so she's
that's
fine.
not even the point. The point is, when I did win, everyone was like, Pia Zadora, who the hell's Pia Zadora? Because nobody had ever heard of the film.
Mm-hmm.
It hadn't even been released yet.
Yeah.
The people in the audience hadn't seen it. And they didn't know me, and I had a weird name.
Yeah.
So it's like, Pia Zadora? The complete unexpected.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, it was like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and do what I do. And so I worked my way through it, did a few other lousy movies, which I shouldn't have, like Lonely Lady, which I think is pretty campy. A lot of people love it.
Well, I want to ask you about that, but hold on. You jumped the gun for a second. I keep saying jump the gun, too. But we are going to talk...
That's because of Naked Gun 33.
Yes, we're going to
which
talk
is
about...
my favorite movie.
We're going to talk about all of that. But, yeah, because... So you won the Golden Globe, and then Hollywood kind of, like, pissed on you and kind of, said that your husband bought it and all that. Big deal. Your husband financed a movie. Like, that happens all the time now.
Right.
And also, awards are given to movies that barely have just come out because you see them first in LA and New York. And
Well, the screening was for the foreign press.
that's what I'm saying. It's not
But
like...
then it didn't come out, so it wasn't out until like 2 weeks after the Golden Globes.
But the people who vote on the Golden Globe saw your movie. And they voted for you.
Exactly. When I came in that night, I absolutely never thought I had a chance in hell. The people from Hugo, a couple of people came, oh, we're so excited, we think you're good. I'm like, are you crazy? And stranger things have happened.
All right, well, since you brought up Lonely Lady, let's go into Lonely Lady. Ray Liotta, Briefs,
Love him.
Garden Hose,
Yeah.
go.
Well, Lonely Lady. The thing I loved about Lonely Lady was that it was about someone who took themselves seriously in Hollywood, a writer. She wanted to succeed. She got screwed by Hollywood, by the men in Hollywood. But she won the Oscar. Kind of like me, I got the Golden Globe, and they can piss on you all you want, but it's on my desk. I ain't giving it back.
I love it. I love it. And your acceptance speech in character in The Lonely Lady is just fantastic.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. I mean, you said it. It's campy.
Well, it's very campy. It wasn't that well done, was the problem.
You get a script like that with all the kind of campy, ridiculous stuff that's in it. Do you think it was kind of intentionally made to be a little campy?
No,
or...
I think it was just a bad director.
Really?
And poor writing. I don't know. Maybe. You may be right. I took it quite seriously because I really wanted to, establish myself as a woman in Hollywood. And I knew that obviously there wasn't going to be Kramer versus Kramer because it was Harold Robbins. But it could have been an acting tour de force if I had the right elements surrounding me, the right screenplay, the right director.
Yeah.
It just, that wasn't there, which I think, my opinion, is why it became campy.
Well, it didn't go completely unnoticed. You did win an award for it.
Oh, which one?
The Razzie.
The Razzie.
You've
Golden Raspberry?
You've won 2 Razzies.
Really?
Yes, that's amazing.
Really?
Yes, that's absolutely amazing because that's fun now. Sandra Bullock won a Razzie.
When you say Razzie, it's better because raspberry sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid. I don't think anyone calls it that
a
anymore.
Razzie.
I think they call them the Razzies.
Yeah.
I mean, Sandra Bullock accepted hers. And
That's
Halle Berry,
right.
too. You're right. Because here's the thing. Listen, if you're even in a position to be landing a job in a town that is so hard to even get work, to get seen, to get noticed, I mean, you're doing something right if at the end of the day your biggest problem is people wondering how you got your Golden Globe. You got a Golden Globe! I mean, that's fantastic. Like, I hope you're really proud of that.
I mean, I was nominated for Grammy. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I ended up losing Grammy to Tina Turner Like anyone ever heard of her after that.
I know, she didn't really do that well. But I mean, if that's the biggest problem you have all day is losing a Grammy to Tina Turner.
Yeah. Or winning a Golden Globe.
Is it just a little paperweight? I'm going to ask about it all day, by the way. Is it just like a paperweight, or do you like...
It's sitting, yeah, it's just like a little statue.
Do you have like a floodlight on it? Like a
No,
spotlight?
no. Really, it's just sitting there.
I would have like red laser beams. So
Well,
if anyone...
because you're young.
Okay, ish.
Ish.
I think.
Yes, I love it. Youngish. That could be in your religion.
Oh my god, I don't have
You're
a religion.
Jewish, I'm youngish. Cheers.
I'll put that in my Twitter bio.
Yeah.
So after Butterfly, then you did The Lonely Lady. I love the title. You were a kid actually before.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I was 8. Can you believe it?
Oh,
With
yes.
the green makeup. I got to keep all the toys. I was so excited. The dolls and stuff.
That's amazing.
But then I did my 2 favorites were Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite.
Leslie Nielsen. I mean,
Yeah,
comic
but the
icon.
whole thing with the Raquel Welch and Zucker, and they just have so much fun, and it's so fabulous.
Yeah. You actually kind of like parodied the Golden Globe in Naked Gun 33 1/3, didn't you? Kind of. Isn't it sort of like...
Well, it was the Academy Awards sequence.
Of course, yeah.
But I was the entertainer on the Academy Awards sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I guess, was the connection, but it wasn't parallel in that sense. I was just entertaining, doing you're walking along the street, and then he pulls my wig off, and then I throw it, and then I ended up sliding into the pit, and end up with a tuba on my head, and all these guys, and he knocks them all in the balls, and they're all keeling over. It's the best scene ever. Raquel Welch falls down the stairs.
It's amazing.
And OJ was there, and Vanna, all those people.
Did you meet OJ?
I actually knew OJ.
You did know him.
I was at his wedding, and
To who? To Nicole?
to Nicole.
Really?
And then his kids went to school with my kids at Sunshine Preschool, and I was the choral director there, and I did all the shows with the kids when they graduated, and he'd come over there and that kind of stuff. Give me some more champagne.
Yeah, singing.
Yes.
You are, now that's something, we can joke about campy movies, we can joke about Razzies, we can joke. It's okay. Look at that. I'm a professional.
Wow.
Professional. I got this.
Amazing.
I got this.
Amazing.
Professional, aka alcoholic. But
Join the club.
you have... We can't really laugh about your singing career. Singing,
No, the
legit.
singing is serious. Yeah.
And you're
Seriously.
great.
And I do opera now too, because I started doing opera. So I always throw a little
course
bit
you
in
do.
every show.
Love it.
People go, what the hell? I don't know why it's so impressive. It's really easy.
Because I can't do it, that's why.
Yeah. Well. Ooh,
Maybe I can.
that hurt. No, but it's just, it is something I started doing when I was really young.
Yeah.
I do it well. Sinatra, I toured with Sinatra for a couple of years.
Now, you're both from Hoboken, and he kind of took you under his wing in kind of the 80s, right?
It was the late 80s. I opened for him, and then I toured with him across the country. Liza fell out of the tour, and it was Don, Frank, and Liza, Don Rickles. And she fell out, and after I had opened for him, he asked me to fill in, so we toured the country.
What was Frank Sinatra like?
Intense guy, but a perfectionist, and a really good heart, and he had a temper. He was very focused on his work, focused on his work.
Still at that age, in the late 80s, he was still...
Yes, he was very focused on his work. He would take me for every show, call me over, take my hands in his, look me straight in the eye, and he'd give me a 3-word pep talk.
Really?
Don't screw up.
Amazing.
Don't screw up. He, that was his way. It's kind of like a, tough love way, and that he respected the people who did well.
And he could have had anybody tour and open with him. Anybody.
I guess.
That says something about your talents, that he chose you.
Well, he saw me. I was opening for Jackie Mason, who was his friend, and it was in Florida at the Fountainbleau. The next day, I got this beautiful bouquet of white roses with a note saying, "You knocked him dead," from the guy with the blue eyes. And 2 hours later, his people called me and said, "Frank would like you to come and open the show for him in Vegas." And I was like, "Oh, well, let me think about it."
Yeah, right.
It was an exciting moment. It was definitely pivotal in my career.
Yeah.
And then I started doing the standards, which I did the Pia and Phil album and all that stuff. But then I did Crazy for You on Broadway in '95, got remarried, and had my 3rd child, who's now 18, and he had some special needs, so I stopped working and focused on him. And now I married a cop.
In Las Vegas, right? That's kind of that was a public story, so I feel like I can ask you about it. But
you can ask me about anything.
No.
I don't have to tell you about anything.
Exactly.
But you can ask me about it.
Well, something about you had a stalker.
I had a stalker, and he was the detective on the Strip who handled all the celebrity cases and domestic violence and, sexual assault cases. Came across his desk, and we talked a few times about the details of the case, and we talked a few more times about some more details. Next thing you know, we met, and 2 weeks later we were engaged. And it's going to be 10 years in December.
Congratulations on that.
10 years, and we've been together for 12 years. He's just great.
You are so fascinating. I feel like, well, first of all, you raised your child now, so it sounds like you're kind of free to do whatever. I mean, do you feel like you are just prime and conditioned for a reality show?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm ready to fire on all cylinders.
I mean, your life is so fascinating. I mean, my God. I mean, you're one of those people I want to be trapped with on an airplane and just talk for hours and hours
I'm nuts.
and hours.
I'm absolutely nuts. A couple more of these and you'll fly off the handle.
I love it. I love it. One other thing that you're probably absolutely sick of talking about, the whole Pickfair thing. Because you notoriously moved into one of the most famous houses in Beverly Hills, the Pickfair Mansion, which giant, huge monstrosity of a house.
Which almost destroyed my third marriage.
Okay.
Because he came to meet me there. I had a house in Lake Arrowhead, and that's where we kind of met.
Okay.
Our first romantic meeting.
Okay.
And then the second time was at Pickfair, and he was overwhelmed by the whole thing, the guards.
It's a huge house.
No, it's a goddamn hotel. It's like the Four Seasons with its own staff. It was.
Now you moved into it.
It wasn't really me. It just was overwhelming.
Well, you got kind of some flack because you apparently demolished it.
Rumor that it was raised. It was an old war horse.
And who cares, by the way? You buy the house, you can do what you want with it.
It's not a goddamn house.
Right?
I thought it was a relic.
Why did everybody get so mad in this town?
Look.
Did any of those people go to that house? No. They were never invited. They never set foot. Calm down.
The point is... I forgot what the point was.
The hotel, the house.
No, the point in the house was just a house.
Right?
Houses don't make you happy. They don't. It's who you're with, and it's the house that you feel comfortable in. I never felt comfortable in that house. You know the whole celebrity ghost stories thing, right?
Well, I knew that you went on Celebrity Ghost Stories, and you said it was haunted.
My daughter is convinced it was haunted. I had Father Ryan from Good Shepherd come with his incense, and he exorcised the house. I'm like, okay, fine, what's next? There's a disco in the basement and a goddamn movie theater, and it's haunted. Go figure. It was way too confusing for me. And then some tunnel that went next door.
What is it? What's the state of it now?
I bet John Waters was the smartest. He said you should rename it Pickfair. Pia and Rick. Pickfair. We should have renamed it Pickfair.
Did you?
No, we should have.
You should have. I heard that the P still exists on the sign up front.
Does it?
Yeah. Should we go steal it?
I'm sure it does. I have the key in my safe.
With
a P and diamonds and...
Are you serious?
I do. I should take a picture of that and post it.
Oh my God, do it.
I put it next to my Golden Globe.
Yes. Oh my God, tag me in it, please.
I will.
Let's talk about Jermaine Jackson. Do you know that your duet with him has over 10 million hits on YouTube?
That son of a bitch come in and Brian.
What? Tell me everything.
I did a goddamn show with him when I was promoting Crazy for You in '95. And he
on
was
his
like,
actual show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, so what about this duet with Jermaine Jackson? What happens? Did you draw the short straw? I'm like, really? Because I got Jermaine instead of Michael.
Oh, I mean...
But anyway, it was a great duet.
Yeah, it's on my workout playlist. I'm not even joking.
It was the #1 hit in Europe.
Yeah.
Jermaine and I won International Duo of the Year award at Needham. We were like the hit. It was the #1 song in the entire Europe.
It's a great song. And you shot it in... Where did you shoot it?
Not Olgiata. Someplace out on the coast of Italy. It's a great video, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you meet Michael? Did you meet Janet? Did you meet Latoya? Really?
Sure, I got them all.
Any dish, any gossip, any scoop? Tell me everything.
No, I love Jermaine. Jermaine's like my little brother. He was so sweet. He's such a sweetheart. They're like babies.
Yeah. John Waters, Hairspray.
Let's get naked and smile.
Right? Best line ever.
John, he was right. He was doing a piece for American Film, and we did an interview. And it was about Lonely Lady, and we just connected. And after that, he asked me to do Hairspray. Actually, he asked me to do the lead, Deborah Harry's daughter, the prom queen.
Yeah.
But I was on tour. And I said, but I want to do something. Maybe a cameo. And he goes, okay, fine, come for 2 days, because I had 2 days in between. And I said, what do you want me to bring? He goes, oh, nothing. So I'm like, nothing, okay. Just come. So I came. And then he said, you're going to be a beatnik. I said, John, I don't know from beatniks. I'm a sheltered girl from Queens. And he goes, here, you're going to do it. He gives me the bongo drums, takes me to this place downtown Baltimore, see all these weirdos, gives me Howl. He just puts a black wig on me and white lipstick and gives me Rick Ocasek. And that's it. I really fell into it. I fell into it. I love that scene where Ricky Lake says, oh, we're going to whatever. And I'm like, not with that hair, you won't. That's my favorite moment.
I just saw somewhere, Cloris Leachman just went to one of your shows. Do you know this?
Of course.
Are you friends with her too?
Of course. Of course.
You're
You're going to be seeing Cloris and I in something in the future.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, if she wants to do a Pink Couch YouTube show, you know where to send her.
Okay.
I mean,
truck driver in a former life. Her mouth's worse than mine. I love it. She's like Tallulah.
How did Tallulah Bankhead treat you as you were a child?
First of all, she somehow sensed my tenacity and my balls, so to speak. Yeah. So I became her pet.
Oh.
And she would go to Schwartz and buy me all these toys and all that stuff and take me in her dressing room and tell me, hey, you know what, don't let anyone F with you. Fuck with you. Why did I say F?
Yeah, why did you?
That's so stupid.
It was.
Because she didn't, at that time, that word was kind of taboo.
Okay.
So
maybe she was a little guarded, you were a child.
I was a child, yeah. But she really gave me that strength and that. She was amazing. But I would feel it, she would forget lines a lot. She was the star, and they were always changing the material, and she was going up on lines, and I was really good at that. So I would sneak over lines. I'd say them under my breath, and she loved that.
There's a notorious mugshot of you.
Oh, God damn it!
You got arrested.
Of course I did.
What?
Doesn't everyone get arrested at least once?
I haven't yet.
Mugshot wasn't that bad.
Your mugshot was actually kind of hot. It was kind of hot. It was kind of like Sexy Prison, sort of like.
Up on that, and then I'm trying to pose for the mugshot with the handcuffs and it's a bitch. But you know,
why did you get arrested?
It's a learning curve.
Why did you get arrested?
It was the stupidest thing ever.
Well, tell me.
We come home one night.
Who's we? Husband?
My husband and I, and his son, my stepson.
Okay.
And my son. And stepson didn't want to leave. And I got pissed off and I sprayed him with a garden hose.
Wait, like Ray Liotta garden hose sprayed him?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Everything has its little connection there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I sprayed him and he got pissed off and he resprayed me. And I didn't like that. Did not like that. So I took a gun and shot him. No, just kidding. So I realized I couldn't control him because he was 33 years old and weighed 350 pounds.
What was he doing home? Yeah, get out.
He came. That's right.
Right?
That was my problem.
When you said stepson would leave, I thought...
Go home.
Yeah.
Well, he had come home with it. He had been riding his dirt bike up the thing, up the mountain there. He comes home just when we come home. And go home. He wouldn't go home. And so my now 18-year-old son, who was 16 at the time, who has some little issues. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I can't control you. Then you get the hell in the house because it's 3 a.m. and it's time to go to bed. So he says, no, I want to play games with my stepbrother. I'm like, fuck you. And then his stepbrother hands him the phone. And I'm looking at them. And he goes, here's 911. And my son goes, what do I say? He goes, oh, my mother's running around here like a crazy woman and there's a gun in the house. Next thing you know, the cops are at the door. I grabbed the phone from him, and you saw him. He's like 9 feet tall and 5 feet square. Yeah. So I'm going for the phone, and I had a jagged gel nail, and it scraped the back of his ear.
Oh.
Next thing you know, my husband says, let's all go to bed, whatever. The SWAT team is outside, and they're blowing all this, they little rockets and stuff. And I went to sleep. I put him to sleep, went to sleep. They turn off the electricity. I sleep with environmental music. The music went off. I didn't like that. So I got up and I went to the panel to reboot it. The panel was dead. I tried to turn on the light. the light was dead. Where do you go next? To your cell phone, right?
Yeah, of course.
There was a message, and it was like 6 a.m. from my manager at the time.
Yeah.
Call me. He never dared to call me before noon. So I call him back, and he goes, I just got a call from a detective in Las Vegas, and they say that you have everybody in the house, and you have a gun, and you're holding them captive. I'm like, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, what do you want me to do? I said, and he said, well, you have to call 911 and tell them that everything's okay. So I'm like, fine. So I call 911, and they're like, we need you to come out with your hands up. I'm like, okay. And I didn't give a shit. I left my pajamas on. I go call my son. Come on, let's go. We both walk out with our hands up. And the SWAT team was there. They'd been there, I guess, for a couple hours before they turned the electricity. So they arrested me because my son said, oh, she tried to strangle me, because I reached up to get the phone. And kids like that tell stories.
Of course.
He was a little exaggerant, but then they realized that was not true. And so I was released a few hours later. That's hence the mugshot.
The worst part about that story is that you had a bad manicure.
Jagged fucking gel nail.
I would have sued
And I
him.
still have gel nails.
I would have sued him. I would have sued him for
You're
days.
right.
Sued him for days.
Is there a statute
I would have
to gel nails?
I would honestly have my mugshot framed. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know what you did
I would
with
have to have it retouched first.
Fair enough. Sadly, our time has come to an end, and I end my show with either or. It's so easy, you don't even have to think about it. Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits.
Blondie or Madonna?
Madonna.
Hoboken, Las Vegas. Jane Fonda or Lily Tomlin?
Jane Fonda.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Credit or debit?
Debit.
Tony Bennett or Frank Sinatra?
That's a toughie. I would have to say Tony Bennett.
He's still alive, so you're good.
I love them both.
Okay. Barbara Walters or Diane Sawyer?
Diane Sawyer.
Amen. Fifth Avenue or Rodeo Drive?
Fifth Avenue.
Ham or turkey?
Turkey.
Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus?
Neither.
Ava Gardner, Rita Hayworth?
That's a tough one. Okay, I'll go with Ava.
Love or money?
Both.
Pickles or olives?
Oh, olives.
Stevie Nicks, Stevie Wonder?
Well, I've always been compared to Stevie Nicks.
Good, you should be. Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley.
Rihanna or Pink?
Yeah.
Fantasy or reality?
Both.
Jocks or nerds?
Hmm.
Sunrise or sunset?
Is this the little girl I carry? Sunrise, sunset. But I'm a sunset girl. I'm a night owl.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
James Bond or Jason Bourne?
Who the hell is Jason Bourne?
The Bourne Identity, Matt Damon?
Oh, Bourne.
Yeah.
Bourne.
Interesting. Hugs or kisses?
Hugs.
Phone call or text?
Text.
Right. Lunch or dinner?
There is no lunch. Dinner.
Beverly Hills Hotel or the Beverly Hilton?
Beverly Hills.
I agree. Well, I'm just, books or movies?
Oh, I have ADD, so I can't really read. So I'd have to say movies.
Twinks or bears?
What's a twink?
A twink is like a young, hairless kind of boy, and a bear is like a big, hairy man.
Oh, I'd have to say bears, or my husband will get offended.
All right. Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Last but not least, ghosts or termites?
Are you kidding? Ghosts!
Oh my god, I cannot thank you enough for coming on here. Was it painful? Was it reminiscent
Oh, it was
of...
horrible.
Was it?
The parking was the bitch.
I know. Can I tell everyone what you said to me? The
Sure.
first opening line?
Yeah.
I get out the door, haven't met you before, have not seen you before, have not laid eyes on you before, and you go, how the fuck do I get my car back in your driveway?
Well, you got a small street here.
I was terrified. I started shaking. I was like, oh my god.
Really?
You've been lovely. Yeah, well, it's scary when someone says that.
Oh,
I got scared.
I just do that. I'm just wild.
I love it. Where can everyone find you?
My Twitter handle is @officialPiaZ.
Nice. And Instagram?
I think it's @officialPia Zadora.
Okay. And Facebook, is that private or do you have like a Facebook page?
No, I do. Fan page.
Nice.
And it's at Official Pleasing.
Well, I cannot thank you enough for coming on here, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. It sounds like you've got some amazing things up your designer sleeves.
You too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And you'd come back, right? So
Why not? Why not? If you pick me up in a limo.
Oh, done. Done. Calling a limo right now.
I don't care. Pick me up in your Volvo.
Oh, God. The fact that you even think I have a Volvo. Bye.